What is the ascendant sign? Excuse me. The ascendant sign is one of your three main signs. You have your sun sign, which rules who you are in general, who you're trying to be, who you're learning to be in this lifetime. It's kind of like your umbrella and energy. In the West, when we ask, "Hey, what's your sign?" We're asking, "What's your sun sign?" Basically, what month were you born in, and what sign does that mean you are overall. You know, Moon represents something else, more the emotional. It's more who we are inside. It's our subconscious. It's connects to how we nurture ourselves, others. It connects to how we connect to psychic abilities. Um, the moon says a lot. It really depends on what your moon sign is. A fire moon is not going to be necessarily psychic, but have wonderful intuition, and their actions show them the way. And so the moon kind of guides them in that way, so I guess they're psychic in that way. Moon rules a lot, so that's a whole other aspect of the personality. So you have the sun, moon, and then our third, uh, rising signs. Now, suns and moons are done. As far as series go, I've done all the sun signs, all the moon signs, now all the rising signs. I'm really excited for this. So if you know your sun and moon, check them out. But rising signs. What your ascendant or your rising sign, same thing, means is basically when you're born, what is the sign on I believe it's the eastern horizon. It's, yeah, eastern horizon, I think. Uh, should be. It's on one of the horizons, basically. And what this means is basically the sign that pretty much imprints upon you at your birth certain characteristics. These characteristics are your most external. It represents your body. It represents your first reaction to stimulus, to situations, to people. A fire ascendant is not going to be necessarily the most patient. Also, certain things about their body ascendant rules so much, because when you look at the sign that rules your body, so much makes sense. For example, my rising is Leo. Leo rules heart, spine, hence my terrible posture. Heart, spine, and a lot of people say hair. I would definitely agree. This is definitely my rising Leo coming out. Rising is such a crucial sign. It's one of the three main, sun, moon, rising. It's linked into very interesting esoteric astrological practices, aka if one person's rising sign is the same as another person's sun sign, past life connection. I found that to be unerringly accurate, definitely. Any rising Geminis I know, I definitely, I already know them, you know what I mean? It's the weirdest feeling. It's so cool, but definitely kind of weird. Any Leos I meet, because of my rising being Leo, sun sign Leo, I have a past life connection to, and it's so true. So true. I don't know if you can hear that music in the background. It's Ben. Focus. So yeah, the ascendant rules your first reaction to stimuli. Your first reaction in general. I'm although very showy, and I like to talk, and I like to, entertain and whatever. My ascendant is Leo, right on the cusp of Cancer, so I'm a very shy person too. And if I'm in a situation where I don't know somebody, I'm very, very, very shy. And I'm a Gemini too, with a lot of Leo and a lot of other Gemini energy. Your rising really does, it impacts you heavily. Even if you have a completely air and fire chart, which I don't think is actually possible. But imagine if your chart was complete air and fire. Usually, then there's a balance with the ascendant. The ascendant being an earth or a water. Long story short, the ascendant really rules a lot. And I find that if you have an ascendant that is very different from other energies that you have, that it can be kind of difficult to assimilate your ascendant, because if you're a Leo with all this other fire and air, and then you have a Scorpio ascendant, like this really cool friend I met the other day, it can be very challenging to assimilate all those energies, because basically, again, your body, the external, what what people see when they first see you is very different from how you actually feel. You know, if you're ascendant in Scorpio and your moon is in Aquarius, you know, you come across as a very private, mysterious type person, and you are in a certain respect. But when people really get to know you, you're more zany and crazy, you know, Aquarius than the Scorpio. So basically, look at your ascendant as a very important part of your being, your energies. This is how I look, anyways. This is how I advise you to. Very important part, but definitely just one part, and it more represents the external. You know, it doesn't represent your inner depths, you know, who you are at your core, your essence. It more represents how you come across and how you are with first impressions, you know, when first meeting people, how they come across to you. It's more about that kind of stuff, the more surface encounters that we encounter in life. You know, again, it's our mask we wear. It's not necessarily the skin that we have. Although if your ascendant is very similar to other energies you have, that's wonderful, you know, too, because, well, it's just different, I guess. But I do find that it works really well if you have the same ascendant as other signs that you have, because what you're coming across as is basically who you are. So, anyways, I've rambled a lot about ascendants, but hopefully this has been a helpful experience, educational in some aspect, at least interesting or something. I don't know, whatever you needed this to be. I hope this was for you. Can't really think of anything else to say about ascendants in general. If you want to check out your ascendant, first have your birth time, then check out your birth chart, and then when you have your accurate birth chart, then check out one of the videos with ascendants on it. Should be actually in the same playlist as this video, but if you're seeing this video somewhere else, please check out the ascendants, because I put a lot of work into them, and I hope that they're helpful. Definitely. I put a lot of thought too, so. If I think of anything else, I will do another video and I will attach it. Well, I can't really think of anything else in general about the ascendant. I can show you a birth chart. 1 second. So this is a birth chart, right? This is actually my birth chart. The ascendant in your chart, and it'll say on ALATE, that website that I link people to find their charts. But your ascendant is right here. So if you're looking at the paper, your ascendant is up to the very left. That's if you're familiar with birth charts. Of course, if you're familiar with birth charts, you probably already know that. But yeah, that's where you find the ascendant. So get exploring. I hope you do. And, you know, chat with me. I'm human, you know, I like talking. So if you have any questions or any comments about ascendants or anything, please comment, and I'll comment back. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd really like that.